Today we're checking out some of the best cases for the Fire Max 11 that's available so far. I'll put links down below for pricing and more information on everything covered in today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a case I feel like most people have considered. It's the official slim cover, which comes in 3 different colors: lilac, black, and the one shown here is ocean, or as I like to call it, blue. And yeah, there's a couple things you'll notice right off the bat. One is just how thin this case is, and 2, it's got a super strong magnet, almost too strong of a magnet. Pretty simple to just snap it right into place. You can see it doesn't add much thickness to the tablet at all. Each side is exposed, so you don't have to worry about the buttons being covered up or the charging port. You've got a perfect cutout there on the back for the rear facing camera. It's got a nice texture to it as well. Very minimal branding down there at the bottom. You can see the style is a little bit different on how it stands, but it gives you 2 angles, one in landscape, the other in portrait mode. You can also see it has the auto wake and sleep function. The case itself weighs about 222 grams, about 712 grams with the case on. Overall, pretty nice quality for this case. That adds some decent grip as well. Just overall, nice slim protection for the Fire Max 11. Now, if you just need something with minimal protection, maybe just something so the back doesn't get all scratched up, this clear case is pretty slim and it's a really soft TPU, almost silicone material. As you can see, pretty flexible, very lightweight, pretty simple to just snap onto the tablet. You can see it's nice and slim there all the way around the edges. Nice large cutout for the charging port. The volume buttons are covered by the TPU material, but they seem to work pretty good. Could be a little bit more clicky, but they seem to work pretty good overall. You've also got a nice opening for the power button, so pretty easy to unlock using the fingerprint scanner. You are going to get some fingerprints there on the back, but it does have a nice grippiness to it. Definitely makes it easier to handle the tablet. Nice cutout there on the back for the rear facing camera. You can see there's some extra drop protection on each of the corners as well. Also has cutouts for the pogo pins on the bottom, and then nice cutouts on the top for the speakers. Only about 110 grams for the case itself, so probably the lightest case that I've tested. Weighs in at about 622 grams with the case on. Also has some decent screen protection as well. Overall, just a nice lightweight, slim, clear case by MeideYa. Now this is a 360-degree rotating case by FINTIE. Also has a built-in pencil holder for your stylus. It's available in several different colors, even some that has some different prints on it like marble and flowers, and then purple, navy. The one shown here is black. You can see it's got a hard plastic shell here for the back, and all of your buttons and the charging port is exposed on the top. So easy to get to all of those as well. You've got a couple different angles in portrait or landscape mode. Although when it's in portrait, not really the most vertical angle, but still I guess better than nothing. Has the auto sleep and wake function as well. And you've got an elastic strap that keeps everything together. You've got an elastic holder here for your stylus as well. Nice cutouts for the speakers on the top. This one definitely adds some thickness to the tablet, but also makes it a little more rugged with a little more protection as well. Nice cutout for the camera on the back. The case itself weighs about 342 grams, about 830 grams with the case on. Now I threw this case in here just because I thought it was kind of interesting. Almost the whole thing is made out of a foam material, and it's got a built-in kickstand as well. It is considered a kid's case. It's available in a few different colors: pink, red, green, and the one shown here is blue. But you can see just how thick and rugged this case is. Just kind of snaps right into the case. It just feels like the tablet is really protected. Really thick screen protection all the way around. Just look at how thick the cutout is for the camera there on the back. Really nice protection there. It does take a little getting used to as far as using the power and volume buttons, but they seem to work just fine on here. But it gives you several options to choose from in the stand position, which is kind of nice. Or you can even hang this up if you wanted to. The case itself weighs about 254 grams. with the case on, weighs about 734 grams. You could also put a lanyard on one of the corners as well. Just a lot of different options here with this case, and gonna add a lot of protection, especially if you're giving your Fire Max 11 to your kids. Now this folio case by FINTIE comes in several different colors. Some look like marble, and I believe there's one with flowers, but they've got a blue one, a dual color, black, and the one shown here is sage green. Now this one has a hard plastic shell that the tablet snaps into. Kind of nice that all the buttons and the charging port are exposed on the end, so you don't have to worry about those being covered up. Nice cutout for the camera on the back. Pretty nice grip on it, sort of a leather material. Also has the auto sleep and wake function as well. You've got an elastic strap that keeps everything held together. It does add a little bit of thickness to the tablet. Not bad though, a little thinner than the other FINTIE case I looked at. Sort of interesting how they cut the holes for the speakers. Looks a little bit funny in my opinion, but it does seem to work good. Also has a nice soft touch material on the inside. Has a couple different angles when in the stand position. You've also got a spot for a stylus there on the edge. The case itself weighs about 328 grams. Weighs in at about 818 grams with the case on. I feel like you can usually get decent quality from the cases that I've tested from FINTIE, and that's how it is with this one. Now this folio case by MeideYa comes in a few different colors, canvas black, blue, and the one shown here is gray. This one doesn't have any branding on it, which I know some people may like. It's got a soft TPU material on the inside that the tablet snaps into, fabric or canvas material on the outside. Now one downside to me, I don't think this one has the auto sleep and wake function, and because they put the speakers on the outside, you've got your buttons down here at the bottom. Not really that big a deal, just something to keep in mind. On the inside of the cover, you've got a couple card slots. Not sure if I would use those, but I guess some people might like that. Nice cutouts for the speakers there on the top. Nice cutout for the charging port and the buttons as well. Power and volume buttons work pretty good as well. Nice cutout for the camera on the back. You've also got a spot for the stylus on the side. One thing that's a little interesting, this one does not have an elastic strap or a magnet that I can tell that keeps the front cover closed. I mean, it's still going to protect the tablet pretty good. Just one of the few cases I've seen where it doesn't have either one of those to keep it closed. And then it looks like you've got several different angles you can use when in the stand position. If you turn it around, it's almost like this case is made for people that are left-handed. About 272 grams for the case itself. With the case on, weighs about 758 grams. Overall though, pretty nice quality for an affordable folio case for the Fire Max 11. Now this slim case by FINTIE comes in a few different options: lilac marble, jungle night, navy, and the one shown here is black. This one's got a hard shell plastic material there that the tablet snaps into. It looks like this one is mainly designed to be used in landscape, judging by where the camera hole is. Nice and grippy texture on here, sort of like a leatherette material. Power and volume buttons are exposed, along with the charging port, so nice and easy to get to those. Cutouts on the top for the speakers as well. This one also has the auto sleep and wake function, and it's a fairly slim case, doesn't add a lot of thickness to the tablet. I'm not the biggest fan of this kind of stand, but it seems to get the job done. Works fairly good here. It gives you a couple different angles to choose from when in the stand position. The case itself weighs about 258 grams. Weighs in at 742 grams with the case on. Overall, just a nice slim folio case for the Fire Max 11 by FINTIE. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.